Hi, my name is Diana Ferris. Today we're going to talk about 3 new methods of questions and answer entries for students that EduGens has developed. These include drag and drop, hot text items, and inline choice. Drag and drop items require a student to look at a group of choices and drag their answer choices to an area for which the student decides it belongs. Hot text items require students to select a highlighted sample of text in a sentence, paragraph, or passage. Inline choice items allow students to select a response from a drop-down menu placed within the question. We're going to discuss how to develop each one of these questions and implement it in a test and preview it to see what students will see. The first step is to go to the drop-down menu and select Assessments. From here, I want to create a new assessment, so I'm going to click on New Assessment. Many of you are familiar with this page. You need to choose a grade, choose a course, title the assessment that's something appropriate to the assessment, also determine if it's for the district or a specific campus, include the language, include the type of assessment, and the sequence in the administration. Type in the directions for your assessment and then select New Question. The first type of question I'm going to show you is the drag and drop. So we're going to go to Question Type. Click on Drag and Drop. Just like before when you were creating a test, choose the reporting category. From the drop-down menu in the SE list, choose your SE, add that. Choose your language, and now you're ready to enter question text. I have typed in the text for my question. Now I'm ready to add drop zones. In order to do that, click on the plus symbol, and a drop zone will appear. Now you're ready to type in your categories. You'll want to click on Save and continue adding. Now you can see I've made a couple of errors, so I want to edit this. So all I need to do is click on the Edit button, fix my error, and say Save again. I made a second error, so I also want to fix that one and capitalize it and save it again. So I have my drop zones. Now I'm ready to add choices. I can add choices by clicking on the plus symbol. I can add as many choices as I want. I will also want to include the type. I can either have a text choice or I can have an image choice. For my first one, I'm going to choose text. I'm going to type in the content and now select my answer. On the next choice, I'm going to choose an image. You can see my choice is to choose a file. I have previously saved a picture of Jupiter, so I'm going to click on that and say Open. You can now see what the image is. I can continue adding choices by clicking on the plus symbol. I can also continue adding drop zones by clicking on the plus zone and entering the information. Make sure you save it if you've added a new drop zone. When I'm finished, I can either choose to preview the question or save and go back. I'm going to choose Save and Go Back so I can preview this question or others that I've already developed for the test and how these questions will look to my students. And now I can see what the student will see. I can make my choices just like the student will and drag and drop my answers. This way you can preview the question and see if you're pleased with this particular question. If not, You can always make changes or corrections or deletions. The next question type we're going to look at is hot text. Go to Question Type and click on Hot Text. Just like before, make sure you fill in all of the information about the SEs in the reporting categories. I've already typed in my question text. You can see select an example of an arthropod from the following sentences. So now I want to designate which part of this is classified as hot text. I can highlight this, and in my tool menu, you can see the icon with an H in it at the top of the bar. As you hover over it, it also says hot text. So I'm going to click on that. You can now see the word has been placed in double brackets. I'm going to go to my next one and do the same thing. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to click on hot text. And my last one. Highlight it and click on hot text. You can now see all of my choices have been put in double brackets. Scroll down and you will now select the answer. Once you have finished this, you can preview it or you can save and go back. I'm going to choose preview this time. This is how this question would look to the student. He would click on the appropriate answer in order to receive credit. I can also preview it on the test that the student would see, and you can see my selections are highlighted. These are the words that I designated as hot text, and the student would be able to make a selection on the test. Our third option is Inline Choice. Again, using the drop-down menu, you would scroll down and choose Inline. Again, you'll fill in all of the information that is required and type in your question. In this case, I've typed in two different sentences. In the first one, I've already typed in my options. Compared to Mars, Earth has more, less water. Now I want to make this a choice. So I'm going to highlight this, more and less. I'm going to go to the top of my option bar and click on Inline. Now in this case, both words appear here. So I want to get rid of the word less, so I'm going to delete that and put that as my choice 2. Now I want to fill in the answer at the bottom. The correct choice would be choice 1, so I'm going to click on that and say OK. You will notice these words now appear in double brackets with an asterisk on the correct word. The second sentence does not have the options available yet. It just has the end part of the sentence. So I want to fill in those words. Rather than highlighting the words, I'm just going to start at the beginning of the sentence, click there, go back to my menu bar, go to my option Inline Choice. Now I'm going to type them in. You see I have as many as 5 answer choices. Again, put in the correct answer and say OK. You can see how this will appear in the question. The selections are double bracketed with an asterisk for the correct answer. If you would like to preview this, click on Preview, and you will see how this will appear to the student. The student will use the drop-down menus in order to choose the correct answer. I want to save and go back, and also preview this on the actual test of how it will look to the student. Now, you can see this is how the student will see this question. Again, he or she will make the appropriate choices and then go to the next question if they're ready. These are the 3 types of new questions that Edugens has developed. You can see how you can input these questions as well as preview what the student will see. As always, there's also a user's guide that goes into these details. Thank you for your time.